All right, ladies and gentlemen, MrSotko here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about some news and stuff and some crypto prices since the explosion that happened the other day. So, not too crazy news today, as today's a, pretty lame day in crypto for the most part. But I do have some interesting things to talk about regardless, and some Reddit posts that I would like to bring to the attention of everybody. But first and foremost, so the other day, yesterday, we seen a huge rise in price, $1,000 or $1,100 or so, depending on your exchange and where you're at. But average $1,000 in BTC prices, and everything was going along pretty good, and we were going up in price. But now we've since started to fall a little bit, but not to worry just yet, as it was really only a few $100s at best since the rise and fall. So from about 8,100 to about 7,850 or so. So it looks like a little bit of those profits were sold off, and that's not particularly unusual. Bringing in the depth chart here, you can see a little bit more sellers than buyers, but still remaining pretty strong here. And, a little bit of shadows, but not too many doji at the moment. So it looks like for now it may be a slight dip in prices, maybe 7,600. But either way, we're still up from our pretty long time stagnant 6,800-ish. So not too bad. So we're still 1,000 ahead for the most part since the past few days or so. So looking at CoinMarketCap here, we'll go ahead and reload this. It's been open for a little while, and you can see that all those gains are starting to go away a little bit. But remember, these are just 24-hour changes. So 24 hours ago, we were at 7,800, and then just a few hours ago or more, 12 hours, we were at 81, 8,300-ish. So it is a dip from where we were just at a little bit ago, but thinking beyond 24 hours ago, we were at 6,800. So we're still free and clear at the moment. So the big winners again, still Mithril and Golem, and losers, Ontology starting to lose some of its steam, and Steam starting to lose some of its steam. Ha! I tried. Okay. So one of the first articles here I want to show you guys is a scam that has been going around. So if you receive this in your email, just immediately delete it. It says importing your Ethereum ERC20 tokens, and basically says we're excited to announce our intention to support Ethereum ERC20 from Coinbase here, but it's not from Coinbase. You can kind of see that it's from a no reply at coinbase.com L or something like that. So it's not the same thing. And it basically brings you to a step to import your tokens, your ERC20 tokens. It's going to ask you for your private key for your Ethereum wallet. And if you do, bye-bye all of your Ethereum and ERC20 tokens likely. So don't do that. Just immediately delete that. Another thing, that a little bit of drama that's been going around is we have these two different articles here. And one is on the cryptocurrency Reddit, which is a broad crypto Reddit, as you would imagine by the name. And then one of them is on the Virg Reddit. So you can kind of see the difference. So Virg, while it is going up in price, has been ridiculed for a while now for being basically a hyped coin. There's really nothing particularly special about Virg. Wraith Protocol is pretty nice. So with Wraith and their core wallet, you can either choose to send like sort of publicly, somewhat publicly, and then you can choose to also privately send your public key as well, and it'll sort of scramble it. So what happened is that Virg a little while back was raising their own Virg, essentially asking for donations of Virg. I know, right? That's already like, what? So that they can pay a partner, and that partner is the Nano Ledger wallet, so they can be integrated into the Nano Ledger. So they raised a lot of Virg, I think millions of Virg, a lot of money, 3.5 million Virg, supposedly, that has just been transferred. So it was just transferred to Binance from the crowdfunding address. So in huge bulk amounts here, sent to Binance to be sold, apparently, from Binance, because if they were just going to transfer these to, say, Nano Ledger for their payment, they would have just transferred them to a different address. But this is a Binance address that they're receiving to. So it's kind of weird. So either A, they are selling all of their donated Virg on Binance to gather the funds needed so that they would send those funds, whether it be in Bitcoin or US dollar or euro or whatever. Virg is a US-based cryptocurrency, I believe. It's ran by a guy named Sunrock or something, and he's been like arrested numerous times, but that doesn't like take away his credibility. I think a lot of the arrests were like really petty things. Like one of them was maybe a drunk driving or something like that, or some kind of a public intoxication. Another one was he was attempting to like grow mushrooms or something like that. I'm not really sure entirely. Either way, it's nothing like major, like he was a huge criminal or anything. Technically illegal, but whatever. So, or B, that they basically just took all of those funds and they putting them on Binance to pay themselves and just essentially take all the money. I would like to believe the first one for beforehand. So you can see there's a big difference between the crypto Reddit, and it says anyone who gets burned by this deserves it, you know, and the price goes up. Can't believe how far this charade has reached. And so, you know, most people in the crypto world seem to really bash Virg for some reason. Then you go over here and it's just like, oh, the money's being used to pay on the ledger. It's meant to be used, so I'm not surprised that it's moving. So yeah, I was trying to dig deeper than that, and you know, nobody's really found anything too crazy, to be totally honest. So some donations used, people freak out, bunch of weirdos. So it's one of the I think Reddit moderators. I'm not sure if that's an actual like developer or just a Reddit moderator, but I mean, it makes sense though, right? I mean, if they get a bunch of donations, obviously they have to send them somewhere, whether it is directly to who they were going to pay in the first place, whether it be Nano Ledger, or they have to like actually purge the coin and turn it into money and then pay Nano Ledger for their integration. So keep an eye out for that one. I will keep an eye out, and you know, if it turns out that it was something nefarious, I'll let you guys know. But I don't find this to be a big thing. But it is highly upvoted. It's clearly like the second highest on crypto Reddit, and like either the highest, yeah, the highest on Virg. So it is a big thing at the moment. But I don't think it's going to be anything kind of nefarious. I think it's just, I mean, you just have to get the money for your coin that you were donated. Obviously, it has to move at some point, and people are like, oh, look at it moved. Well, but the only thing in question is that they moved it to an exchange. Here's an article that's kind of fun. For some reason, this article has what appears to be a child with, maybe by the looks of it, Down syndrome, with which is not a problem, mind you, in any way. I have a little boy. Doesn't have Down syndrome, but you know, I have a little boy, so I like children. But it appears that he's holding a Bible, and again, I don't really have that much of a problem with religion, but that Bible is way too advanced for that little boy. Way too advanced. There's no, I can barely read the Bible. Okay, like there's so much just gobbledygook the whole way through it. Book's way too advanced for him. Anyway, it's a fun article though. Top cryptocurrencies that make no sense. So blockchain is in trend, and the same way you and I are aware of that, so are the scammers. Scammers do what they're supposed to. They scam people. Getting rich quick by issuing your own ICO or token was one of their favorite mean in the last couple of years. Some of the below-listed coins were actually satiric response by the community, but inexplicably grew to serious market caps. Let's start with the list with the most famous joke cryptocurrency, Dogecoin. So I got my Dogecoin t-shirt on. I figured this was a pretty good time to wear it. Dogecoin was created as a joke on the popular Doge internet meme. Somehow Dogecoin has a market cap of 475 million, and at one point it was 1 billion. Then there's Titcoin. Titcoin claims to be the popular cryptocurrency intended for adult entertainment industry. It hasn't exactly taken off, with a market cap of only about 261,000. It's a terrible name, by the way. It's a terrible name. Useless Ethereum token. The useless Ethereum token, that's literally its name, is marketed as the most honest ICO ever created. The website's creator is totally transparent about using the funds from the ICO for flat-screen televisions and other electronics. With an ICO in the summer of 2017, the dawn of the year of ICOs, Useless Ethereum token is an apt reminder of the fool's gold ICOs that plagued the Ethereum network and the crypto community at large. Insane coin. Nothing inspires confidence in an investment quite like having the word insane right in the name of your currency. Yet insane currency has a market cap of more than 2.4 million. And there's Sex Coin. According to the website, it's the first industry-specific cryptocurrency targeting the adult entertainment industry, and people can use it to purchase adult products. Or you could just use money to do that. Why would... See, this is the thing with crypto. This is the thing with crypto is that we're not moving into the future, and yet we're just making these coins. Why do you need... Don't get me wrong, there are some coins out there on some websites that do help facilitate transactions. So you would buy the coin, and then you would buy other things with the coin, and that's okay. But I don't get this. I mean, why not just just bust out your debit card, you know? Like, why? Why? Jesus Coin. Jesus Coin promises to outsource sin, decentralize Jesus, and provide miracles exclusively to Jesus Coin owners. Jesus ain't say that. Jesus Coin is a satirical cryptocurrency that can be bought, sold, and traded like stock, but has no intrinsic value. And in the final days of 2017, when Bitcoin prices and cryptocurrency hype are at an all-time high, even jokes like Jesus Coin are making serious cash. F-Coin says it presents investors with a unique opportunity in the jargon-filled crypto world. They spew enticing buzzwords and confusing rhetoric just to make you invest in their idea. The website says, with F tokens, we present a unique opportunity to express how you really feel. Held a ICO on July 13th. Coin, sometimes two per president. French President Emmanuel Macron has, I probably didn't say that right, but whatever, has also elicited his own coin with a market cap reaching 2.3 million. And then there's Putin Coin, which, after President Vladimir Putin, which has the most valuable world leader cryptocurrency of all, 2.7 million. Then there's another Putin Coin, Putin Classic. British Prime Minister Theresa May was not left out. She got her coin as well. Trump Coin, which may go some ways to explaining why it's ahead of the world leader cryptocurrency rankings. The U.S. president's namesake has a market cap of 430K, according to CoinMarketCap. It's described as a crypto PAC, funding a political action committee that is asking to make crypto great again. So I thought that was kind of funny. Just no real point to that article, just fun. This is pretty good, though. Yahoo Japan confirms entrance into the crypto space. So, first and foremost, Japan has just totally dominated the crypto world. You know, it was like kind of like a Korea sort of thing, where like everything was more priced, and you know, there so many Korean exchanges, and then just before that, before the whole China bans, it was China. And mind you, the rest of the world also enjoys crypto, but they were the giants for a little while. And now it's Japan. So nearly 60% of all cryptocurrencies are traded in the yen, which is just dominating. I think the US dollar is like 27%. The euro is like something like 6%. Very low. And the South Korean won, I think, is, I don't know, maybe 20%, something like that. But either way, Yahoo Japan has confirmed that it is entering the crypto space by acquiring a stake in a Japanese cryptocurrency exchange that is already licensed by the country's financial regulator. The company plans to launch a crypto exchange in the fall of this year. And that's good that they're already licensed, because Japan, it's very hard to get your license. And numerous exchanges are sort of built and then collapsed by Japan's regulatory structures. So, Yahoo Japan Corporation announced on Friday that it's entering the crypto space. The company expects to launch an easy-to-use exchange for cryptocurrencies in the fall of this year. So, founded in January 1996 as a joint venture between Yahoo and the Japanese multinational conglomerate SoftBank, Yahoo Japan continues to dominate the Japanese industry, while Yahoo has been declining in popularity since the 2000s. through its wholly owned subsidiary Z Corporation, Yahoo Japan confirmed the purchase of a 40% stake in a crypto exchange called Bitarg Exchange Tokyo Co. Ltd. Wow, that's a long name. Person familiar with that matter said that the deal is likely to total 2 to 3 billion, and the remaining 60% is still owned by CMD Lab, the parent company. So I hope that goes well for them, and I hope that spawns a little bit more, crypto trading. It will be a good time to get into it, too. In the fall, I would imagine that the prices are much higher. So perhaps they will be making a lot in fees, and hopefully that brings even more people into it. Maybe they do like ads on Yahoo or something like that. That would be pretty nice, and get other people maybe also expand it into the U.S. That would be great. So will Bitcoin reach 25,000 this year? And this was sort of my prediction by the end of the year. It was anywhere from 25 to 30. So I really agree with predictions that are 25 to 30,000, mainly because it was my prediction. So, and also based on last year's, it got to nearly 20,000. And I think, it could be pushed 5 to 10,000 more than that by the end of this year. So Bitcoin, the world's largest currency by market value, could rise to 25,000 this year. Fundstrat managing partner Thomas Lee recently told CNBC to reach this high point, Bitcoin would need to climb more than 200% from its current price of roughly 8,100. And however, several analysts maintain that cryptocurrency could experience a rally of this magnitude in 2018. So Seth Weiner, managing partner of venture firm University Capital Group LLC, was in this camp. I see Bitcoin closing the year around 25K mark and hitting the price sometime before Christmas 2018. Weiner pointed out to several positive developments affecting the space. Some points worth considering on Wall Street's renewed interest in crypto, the number of new institutional investors and investment firms, plus involvement from iconic families like Soros, Rothschilds, I heard Rockefellers as well. Individually, they move markets combined Individually, they move markets combined. You build a new blockchain financial system. Wow. So Sebastio Colhel, wow. CMO of Flash Money. I swear they just throw these names out here just to test me. A blockchain company creating financial solutions for the unbanked and underbanked said that Bitcoin could easily hit 25,000 this year as regulations surrounding digital currencies mature. He stated, "We've seen government bans and proposed regulation negatively impact the crypto market, but as global regulation is introduced this year, we expect to see more government support for cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. In fact, we've already seen the first sign of this, with 22 European countries signing an international blockchain partnership agreement this week. This, combined with increased public understanding of blockchain, will ultimately lead to a crypto boom this year. And the sky could be the limit. As long as blockchain projects continue to mature at their current rate, we see adoption across the enterprise, and the sky could be the limit. Bitcoin is certainly the gateway for many in the crypto world. However, he emphasized for new highs to be obtained and sustained, we need to see POCs becoming production ready and true value being realized." So, yeah, I mean, I agree. I think that Bitcoin and other cryptos have a long way to go in terms of innovation. Bitcoin moves along very, very slowly. So a Bitcoin exchange implicates employee in a $3 million theft. So an India-based exchange, Coinsecure, I guess not that secure, huh, has announced that 438 Bitcoins worth $3.3 million were stolen from its service, allegedly due to the actions of a rogue employee. According to a statement on the company's website, the funds were lost as a result of the exposure of private keys, a cryptographic code that unlocks and blocks and moves blockchain-based assets, by the company's chief security director, Dr. Amitabh Saxena. Yeah, I got it. In an attempt to distribute Bitcoin Gold to customers. So apparently during that. So in a first information report with the cybercrime unit in New Delhi, the company says, "We feel that he is making a false story to divert our attention, and he might have a role to play in this entire incident." Speaking to CoinDesk, CEO of Coinsecure, Mohit Kalra, said the theft occurred at no fault of the company. Rather, it was their CSO's system which was compromised, as he claims. The procedures he followed were never supposed to be done in the first place, he claimed, and the company also asked the cybercrime unit to seize Saxena's passport to prevent him from absconding. Speaking on the website, Coinsecure asked its customers to stand by the company in its efforts to recover the lost funds. And speaking of CoinDesk, Colorado called this an unfortunate event. Yeah, you think? It's kind of unfortunate. 3.3 million. I would use a worse word, but unfortunate, sure. Here's a terrible article for you guys. Japan's GMO wants to borrow bitcoins from customers. Japan internet giant GMO has launched a service to allow customers to lend their bitcoins to the company. Great, awesome. We've never seen this before. Customers' Bitcoin balances will be debited from their GMO coin trading accounts once loan agreements have been reached. This program is similar to one launched by the hacked exchange Coincheck last year. Yeah, we've never seen this before. This is all new. This is exciting. GMO Coin, the cryptocurrency subsidiary of the Japanese internet giant GMO, go figure, has announced a new service to allow customers to lend their bitcoins to the company. I can't wait. Virtual currency rental service is a service that allows you to rent out the virtual currency held by the customer to the company so that you can receive the rental fee according to the quantity of the lent virtual currency and blah, 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 times 8 digits of pi divided by the cubed root of 64, and then do 4 quadratic equations, and whatever A is equal to 1/4 R, that's how much you get. Fantastic. Nonsense. Interested customers can apply to participate in the program between April 11th and May 12th, after which there'll be a drawing. Oh, wow, you have to be selected? Currently, only Bitcoin will be supported. Customers need to specify quantities they wish to lend in units of 10 Bitcoin, with the minimum quantity of 10 and the maximum being 100. And so here we go. So like the rental fee of 10 Bitcoin is equivalent to 0.1, which is about 5% a year. So gave an example that customers lending 10 Bitcoin for 90 days will receive 0.1 Bitcoin. That's terrible. That's awful. So if you had 10 Bitcoin, let's say they're all worth $10,000, you know, so basically you lent $100,000 and you got back after 90 days 10 Bitcoin times 10 90 times 5%, 365 equals, like, you're gonna get nothing for this. You're gonna get $1,000 out of your $100,000. You could have just held it for 90 days and then sold it, and you would have made more than $1,000. People, man. Hardly anyone is paying taxes on their Bitcoin gains as filing deadline nears. Oh my, this is news to me. This is news to everybody in the United States and all around the world. Nobody's paying their taxes for cryptocurrency? Who would have thought? I never would have suspected that nobody would pay their taxes. I thought we were all really good citizens and we all wanted to support the government filling in our potholes, so we were going to give them our crypto. With just a few days till the U.S. tax filing deadline, there's still only a tiny fraction of Americans have reported their cryptocurrency holdings. Of the most recent 250,000 filers, fewer than 100 people reported capital gains on their cryptocurrency investments. That's like nobody. That's like literally nobody. If you had an entire stadium and it was filled with 250,000 people and you removed 100 of them, you wouldn't notice. There's a good chance that the perceived complexities of reporting cryptocurrency gains are pushing filers to wait until the very last minute. You think so? So I want to reassure people that it's not as complex as it may seem at first glance, and that Credit Karma Tax has a number of resources about how to approach Bitcoin and taxes. I bet you do. So do I. Doesn't everybody? The IRS views Bitcoin as property, and transactions using cryptocurrency, whether to buy goods online or trade for another coin, are generally subject to capital gains tax. Noting all the U.S. dollar equivalents for individual buys, sells, and profits for highly volatile digital assets can be cumbersome. If an investor is still holding on to cryptocurrencies bought last year, no taxes are owed. Okay, so that's like basically the first time I've heard that. See, you just hear something different every time you look it up. So Bitcoin multiplied more than 13 times last year, and the entire cryptocurrency market gained well over $500 billion. U.S. households likely owe $25 billion in capital taxes for their digital currency holdings. Traders have attributed part of their Bitcoin more than 40% drop so far this year to investors cashing out to pay capital gains taxes ahead of the April 17th tax deadline. Bitcoin suddenly rallied 17% Thursday morning, trading above 8,000. If I had to guess, there's probably a lot of people underreporting. Is that just a guess? 100 out of 250,000 people? Is that a guess? Most of the people in cryptocurrency world tend to have a pretty high risk tolerance. So that means they're more likely to willing to risk the chance the IRS comes knocking. I suppose so. That's a fantastic guess. You're probably right. It's just like, it's kind of like grabbing a lottery ticket and then being like, yo, I'm probably going to lose. Look at that, I lost. Really good guess. Okay, guys, well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.